So, anything you want to say to start? I mean, it's been a big week.
I will tell you, I'm kind of tired, but yeah, I mean, there are so many moving parts right now. I really want viewers to understand that in this whole week, if I had to pick the single most significant thing, for me, as paying attention to where we are in this cycle, it's the loss of confidence in the counterparty. Because the whole system is based on contracts, which means the whole system is based on counterparties. And you have to be able to trust them, especially when you're renegotiating pretty much every trade deal out there. You have to be able to trust the counterparty, or how can you ever really come to conclusion? So that really puts, and the other thing, and I'm sorry because we haven't even looked at the questions yet, but the other thing is it's all about confidence. Every con game is about confidence. And so as this whole trend has gone through, I mean, in 2008, it was the bank-to-bank confidence that disintegrated, and that was a really big deal. And we haven't fully felt the effects of it because then the central banks came in to do the job that the bank-to-banks were doing. Mm-hmm. But then, and I'm going to be talking more about this next week because I decided that next week really needs to just be a China week. One thing I've been really, really, really wanting to do for a long time, but it never quite seemed right, but I think it's right now, is to talk about the peg that the Chinese yuan to the US dollar and how that really kind of, and how that relates to trade. Because quite honestly, when I'm thinking about everything, I do think that that's a huge weapon. That's a huge, huge weapon that nobody's talking about, but I've seen that used as a weapon, and I've also seen it used as support through this trend cycle. So I want you guys to see that, because I think that that's really something that could push us over the edge. Plus then just an update on what's actually happening in China. So I think next week's going to be a full China thing. However, kind of going back to it, we saw the loss in confidence in China's yuan peg was part of it, which is why that spurned that for me. But we saw the central bank to central bank confidence be eroded in the Swiss surprise and the Chinese surprise in 2015. Now it's that counterparty loss of confidence. The next loss of confidence is the public.
Yeah, once the public loses confidence, it's over.
Right. So I think that's the biggest deal that I really wanted to stress, because nobody's really talking about that piece, and I think that is everything.